Hey y'all. Hey, it's Burg. How y'all doing? Hey guys. I didn't want anything. I actually just wanted to start up here and talk, catch up on the It commentary as promised. So what we're doing is I told you we're gonna have a different kind of commentary over here. Welcome to Birdie Blue Commentary. We talk about what we want to talk about when we're ready to talk about it. And I'm doing this part alone so that you guys know that we'll be having Choose Compassion join in when she can, and Gardis Watts to give us their commentary on It Welcome to Derry. Now, I know most people are at church, and I was watching, you guys, I was watching on TikTok. Somebody said, we got to be kind of sick. Hey, Choose is here, y'all. Hey, so make sure you follow Choose Compassion. She'll be giving commentary from a different perspective on it too, and we'll be coming together and doing something fun over here. So someone said you had to be kind of sick to be waiting all day for a clown that's gonna kill children at night every Sunday. and YouTube don't block me for that. I'm sorry I said that, but we're talking it. They're gonna eat children rather. So we're sitting over here and I was like, oh shoot, episode 6 comes out tonight. Let me make sure that I have this little my predictions of what I think is gonna happen on on It Welcome to Derry tonight. And really, really quickly, and then we could if choose you have time tonight, we could go over it after the show and do an after show. That would be pretty cool, or the morning. So hey J Rock. So okay. I thought it'd be fun if we watch. So, spoiler: if you have not watched It, Welcome to Derry, click out, click out, click out, click out. Okay. Um. So I thought it'd be kind of fun if we watch the full trailer for the show. We watch the episode 5, no, episode 6 trailer, and then we talk about inside episode 5. Okay. So click out, click out, click out if you have not watched this. Okay. So let's start with episode 6 trailer. That's for tonight at 7, I believe. So It Welcome to Derry, episode 6 trailer. And I'm just gonna give you my predictions based off of here. Episode 5 so far, it's only 6 episodes coming up, right? I think episode 5 has been the best episode so far of the whole thing. I think we'll have to do a rating tonight, but I would say episode 5, then episode 1 will be next. All right, let's go to the trailer. Fasten your seatbelts. This is what we should expect tonight. Okay, there we go.
It started to glow.
Hold on, I want to take me down. Let me see if I can take me down. Sorry. There we go.
Maybe we can use it.
Don't be scared. Think what happened down there. I gotta find what we're looking for.
That kitty killer's still out there.
I know where he's hiding.
This thing could see inside my head.
Is this real? Tell me what's real.
Wait for me.
Don't let him in. Don't let him wear you.
Okay. All right. So my predictions, I want to start from the beginning. So up here, so we see that they're going back to where they found the I keep on calling it, it's a correct name, but I'm gonna say the artifact of Rose's ancestors, the indigenous people that had came and basically trapped the entity It, right? So let's go to when we go over here. This is what I want to talk about. This right here, I cannot wait for it. And I can't wait for it. I think that's Mrs. Kirsch coming upstairs, and we could tell because that window is the same window that Mrs. Kirsch um it's the same window we see when she leaves the house, and we'll talk about that tonight. I got all my little things for us. When Mrs. Kirsch leaves the house and see Henry Grogan, who's not about nothing, because when Henry gonna ask us about where Veronica is, he ain't asking about his daughter. He done met up with his girlfriend, um, everything, but he ain't seen. He done been on a Shawshank bus going to Shawshank prison, but he has yet to ask how Ronnie doing. Ronnie running in sewers, she doing everything, but he done met up with his girlfriend. But I guess he busy. He figured his grandma ain't watching Ronnie. Ronnie is in the sewers, okay? So that's Mrs. Kirsch's room, and we saw from the previews that what the baby I'm so sorry, Lily is looking through a photo album where we see Mr. Gray. So remember, Pennywise took the body over of Pennywise took the body of, was it I'm about to say John Gray, ain't that the church man? That was a church man that was cheating, but y'all know what I'm talking about. So we find out that Mrs. Kirsch from the It movies, we find out that was her dad. So we sort of see a little head pop up. So we know that's Mrs. Kirsch attic. Now, how Lily got up there, I don't know. See, that's when people be going to, that's why I don't let nobody in my house. So Lily going through the book, and she has the book bag, a little satchel on that reminds us of Daniel, in my opinion. Remember, Daniel was running up out of the sewers, and he kind of dropped the artifact, and that's what saved Lily. So we think. Now, my prediction is, I think that turtle bracelet helped save. Why did Mrs. Kirsch give her that bracelet when she was leaving Juniper Hill? I just feel like that turtle that's supposed to be some cosmic turtle. I feel like that bracelet saved Lily too. I don't know why. I feel like it must be something on that bracelet. Okay. So, y'all let me know what you think about that, because I'm like, it's something about the turtles, right? Choose. And so here, I think she has that artifact in her bag because she feels that's going to save her. Okay. So she turned around. I believe she see Mrs. Kirsch. And also in the preview, I noticed they said it was a wig over to the side. I didn't notice that, but I saw people say that. I try to click out so I'm not looking at this is why probably my commentary is a little weird, because I'm trying not to listen to anybody else's. I want to get to the podcast though. So now we got the Losers Club right there. Okay. And I just feel like, so we got Marge, her eye was the one that got messed up. I don't see Ronnie over there. That was kind of different. So I'm wondering, when I saw this and I didn't see Ronnie, I wondered if they pulled Ronnie in because, remember, her dad, Mr. Henry Grogan, he is missing off that bus. So I'm wondering if they're trying to come together with the plan. So we got Rich, we got him over there, and we have Lily, and we have Will. So I just wonder if this is, did they pull Ronnie in? Why we don't see Ronnie there? That's my thoughts. I don't know. She could be on the other side telling them what to do. Now, I feel like this episode is going to be an entire breakdown of Mrs. Kirsch. And the reason it is when you see Mr. Gray, Bob Gray, who Pennywise took his body over, right? From what we know so far, because we're just getting a prequel of it. And we only can go off of what Mrs. Kirsch told us in the movies. So he's saying, don't be scared. Could this be a memory of, and it's in black and white, could this be a memory of Mrs. Kirsch? Could this be a memory of when she was little, Ingrid Kirsch, when she was little, and she first saw her dad change and the entity took over his body. I don't know. I'm just wondering what y'all think. What y'all think? Okay, this is interesting. Yeah, okay, yeah. Please watch J Rock so we can all catch up. You think this could be her, be her? You know, like that's her memory. This is what I'm wondering. Okay. And then like I'm wondering if this is what she sees her dad for the first time. So then another reason I was wondering was, let's look right here. These kids look as little. Okay, this is not the Derry High School, right? So this is why I think this is Mrs. Kirsch memory, because where did these kids come from? Because we're in a Derry High School and we haven't seen anyone this young other than the little Phil little sister, right? Susie. So why are we here with these little kids? But you know who we did see young? That itty bitty clown that was sitting there on the steps at the sideshow. So I'm wondering, is this Mrs. Kirsch memory again? So now all of a sudden they got these red balloons. So do we get the origins of the red? I could be totally wrong, but this is just me. And you guys, this is in my head, and I'm telling you why I'm basing this. It's all on costumes. I'm basing the look all on costumes and props mainly. That's just me. And I'm just like, these kids look rather young, and it's every 27 years. And you know why they all got overalls on? I have no idea. Let's go to the next thing. Okay. I could be totally wrong. All right. So what was the next thing? So we see the red balloon floating. I have no idea what that was. We see Major I always get Hanlon. Yeah, Major Hanlon. We see him. And I think he gonna be messed up, y'all. He gonna be messed up. And then we have probably my favorite character in the whole series. That's he's hands down my favorite character. That's Dickie. Dick Halloran. I can't wait to see what that box unleashed, because I just don't understand why he saw which I'll talk to with Choose and Gardis, like why did he, so he could see dead people now, which, well, I guess if we saw The Shining, that is true. So this is interesting. So he looked real messed up. And then we get the black box, I think it's called. That was like the juke joint where they party that night. So we get a little bit of that, and we know that they're gonna attack that. Then we got the wanted Henry Grogan flyer, $500 cash. They really wanted him back then. I wonder where he's going to end up, because Mrs. Kirsch did show up to see Mrs. Hanlon, okay, to see Charlotte. So I wonder, I don't know, do you guys think that Mrs. Kirsch is going to confess the love affair? I don't know, because you know that red sweater get me every time. Then we get Dickie. I think Dickie's really messed up, and I think that's when, and we know this through The Shining, so I'm not spoiling anything for you guys, unless you didn't see The Shining and unless you don't know the story of it. But we know that it's an attack on the juke joint. You know, it's an attack on there because they think that all black people hang together, so they think Hank might be in there, the townspeople. Okay, so you got Will is probably getting in trouble right now, is my thing, because he was in that sewer and he's probably traumatized just like his dad, because he saw they saw Russo get killed. Okay, which was just, I mean, he did a great job. That I think that death scene was really, really good from Russo. Let me move this up, y'all. There we go. Who didn't watch the original? Hey, I said I can't remember his name. Okay, so he probably getting in trouble. I noticed that back door open, and I'm just noticing that. I don't know if that means anything, but it's so sunny. And again, this is me basing. Why is it so dark back there? Like, are we gonna see something? You see that little door in the back? I'm just wondering what's gonna walk past there. Then we got the sewers with the blood. Now, I want to say, okay, this right here. Now, I think we can safely say that is not Pennywise. I think we can safely say this is the same window as that Mrs. Kirsch has. And I think we can safely say this is Mrs. Kirsch. Now, why is she dressing up like an adult clown? Something with her past. I think it was something like maybe as a little girl. There he is. Come to the tree lighting ceremony up here. I think that's Mrs. Kirsch. And we could tell that that's the same window she was talking to Lily in, allegedly. Like, this is my predictions. Why would she dress up like that? Maybe she was dressed like that the last time she saw her dad, and it took over her dad's body. Because remember, her dad, allegedly, from what we know, because we don't know bits and pieces, was Pennywise. Her dad was Pennywise. But the entity, or the I forgot what it's called, the goo, I forgot the name of it. But the entity took over his body. He was a clown. And the entity of it can be whatever you're scared is, your worst fears. So he took over her dad because a clown is the most inviting things to children, right? So that's why he became Pennywise the clown, but not Bob. Okay. Not her dad. And I just think that's her getting dressed. I think Mrs. Kirsch ain't got it all anyway. And I think she was the one outside Will's. I think she was the one in the cemetery visiting her dad's. I think Will got her photo. I don't know why. But I know when he was looking out that telescope, we know that's Mrs. Kirsch, and we're going to talk about it tonight because we saw her car for the first time, and her car was outside. I watched this too much. Y'all, I know this props too much. Her car was outside of Will's window. I think that's her. But is she the entity? I'm not saying the entity but does she dress up like this? Hear me out, y'all. Hear me out. I think she maybe, and I could be totally wrong. At one point, she was good and she went out to save the kids. So this is sort of her Batman outfit. I could be completely wrong. And I'm only saying that because she's trying to save Lily. It seems like she tries to keep Lily safe. And I saw her outside of Will's window. I'm assuming that's her. Is she watching them to make sure they're safe? We haven't seen her outside of Marge or Richie's house, and we don't know much about their family. But what if she put this outfit on and she like the good? I don't know. Now, why would she make an adult size outfit like that? I have no idea, but we'll find out tonight. If I'm close, we're gonna crack up because that was a stretch. I'm Stretch Armstrong.
Don't let him in. Don't let him wear you.
So that's it. Choose. I'm so used to the props. The props. Okay, now let's move on. So that's tonight. Now let's move on to the full trailer. Okay, so we did episode 6. let's move on to the full trailer of It Welcome to Derry, because I feel like we didn't see that in a long time. So yeah, I'm stretching it, but I'm like, what if she just dresses up like that, like she wants to fight it, but because she's in Derry, I'm stretching, but we'll see.
Whoa, 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 I try not to cry. I try not to cry.
Hello? Oh, hi. I'm Rich, by the way. Will.
When you left me there, it was wrong.
We're renting a house in town. 8 years living on base. I just think my missus is ready for a little taste of normal.
Well, if normal is what you're after, you two are going to love Derry.
You don't like him much down here, do you, Miss Handler?
You know, it's hard not to miss the things he leave behind.
We're getting into the swing of it, though. Starting to feel like home.
Things happen here. We don't really talk about it. No one does.
They never even found a body. But maybe we could figure out what really happened to him.
Could have been a drifter.
Do you think somebody could kidnap a kid and keep him underground? In the sewers?
What happened out there, Heller?
We have 25 disappearances, 7 confirmed deaths, mostly children.
Something bad's coming.
What is that?
So I just wanted to see the full trailer, and then we'll see if they let us slide with this, because this is behind the scenes of episode 5. So we can go and we can just start from, we're going to cover it all, J Rock. So, but I just wanted to, because I started in the middle, and Choose tonight, we had debated over and over, are we going to do this? Are we going to do this? And now it's like, yeah, we got to do this. So, because it's just getting so good. So let's share what happened episode 5, so we could just see a little bit of behind the scenes, and then we're out. And I hope y'all enjoying y'all day.
First time that we actually see Pennywise in the show, I wanted to create that tension, to create that buildup. I wanted to make something special. This season, the military is trying to find it. Because of his condition, Shaw makes Leroy spearhead the mission.
Leroy is our leader in this episode. The reason he's chosen is because, according to Shaw, he, quote unquote, doesn't have fear.
29 Nebold Street.
All of these men, they've all been educated about what it is and how it manifests itself. But understanding and seeing it in real life are two different things. This is the first time we actually enter Nebold. We prevised that first shot that we get of it when all the Army Jeeps and trucks are landing. It was really important to me to treat this location as a character and introduce it as such. The well is another iconic place in the movies. It was a different location, but we did a lot to make sure that it matched.
All right, boys, down the hatch.
It's the sewers. It's the coolest thing ever.
The crew is outstanding. The set was impeccable.
In retrospect, it was one of the coolest sets I've ever seen firsthand. I mean, the magnitude of it is just unfathomable.
But it was also the hardest set I've ever worked in my life.
Can you feel it?
I feel something.
Even though Leroy is medically a fearless man, he's actually not.
Leroy, he's always seen himself as a family man, a good father, a good husband. And one of the worst things that could happen to him is hurting Charlotte.
Leroy, help! I'm scared.
He's now deep in the sewers, he's lost, and his wife appears.
Charlotte, what the hell are you doing down here?
Charlotte becomes a monster. He has to kill her.
Whoa! For a split second, Leroy believes that he's actually killed his wife. In that moment, he decides once and for all that anything he sees in this tunnel is fake.
So I was wondering why he saw. And you're right. Look, Chu says, Mr. Chalk is incredibly talented to be a scary man. Yeah. And I was wondering why Leroy saw his wife. So that was his worst fear, hurting his wife. Oh, that's cute.
Listen, whatever you see down here, that's not supposed to be here. You fucking killing.
Which leads him to one of the most emotional moments in the episode.
After Leroy shot down the incarnation of Charlotte, Will appears to him, with the only difference that Will is real this time. As unlikely as it may seem that Will is in the sewers, it's the real Will. And the one that realizes this is Paulie.
There's something very charming about the choices that Rudy makes for Paulie's character. Sometimes you wonder why Paulie's even a soldier.
I see him too.
Paulie intervenes and takes the bullet.
Leroy, it's real! Paulie's his best friend. This is someone who he's fought in the wars with. This is someone who is a brother to him.
It's okay. Watching these two fearless men finally break. Sure. I loved it. I thought it was beautifully tragic.
In the water, Dick gets transported to his childhood with his grandfather.
Hey, Dickie.
And if you know the history of Dick Halloran, that's bad news. His grandfather is bad news.
Chris just has presence on screen. There's a lot happening in here, but also in his eyes. It was very, very intentional to have him seated on the floor the entire time, and his grandfather, who's not really a tall man, towering above him.
Power like this is meant to be used. No.
We had conversations about how the grandfather shrinks him in many ways. He's going to go right back into the state that he was as a child.
From that moment on, Dick is never the same in life. It breaks him. So I'm not a big Pennywise fan.
Maddie?
Maddie's reappearance is one of these big moments in an episode with a lot of big moments.
Where have you been?
In the sewers. Low Derry. That's where it lives.
For me and for Andy and the writers, at no point during the first half of the episode did we want the audience to believe that this was a manifestation.
We're getting close.
Maddie is not Maddie, it's it. I thought it would be a good idea to have Maddie transform into it in a way that we haven't seen before.
All of the tunnels are underground where none of the children will ever be found.
And that's where the idea of Maddie circling around a pole and singing this song arose. Suddenly on the back of his head, there's something growing. We realize that that hole is a mouth full of teeth. The creature on his back starts taking over, and we realize that that creature is none other than Pennywise.
The clown! Duck and cover, kiddos.
I didn't want to show Pennywise in episode 1 or episode 2 or even episode 3 or 4. I wanted to create that tension, to create that build-up. It's very special to me.
Somebody said, I was watching this girl on TikTok. She said it looked like Pennywise was down at the Pink. He was on the pole at the Pink. But y'all, I can't wait till tonight. So we're going to watch it. Then I'm going to check with Choose and Gardis and see if they want to talk about it tonight or tomorrow morning. And I'm hoping that the episode 6 is even better than episode 5. I forgot to add one more thing. What happened to Taniel? So Taniel got up out of there and he lost the artifact. So for what we know, right? So is it only, we were talking about that, is it only one, or did people go back to get the crystals and maybe like they're wearing stuff around their necks? You know what I mean? Like it's not necessarily one for the whole village, right? So I don't know, it could be. But where is Taniel? Did he get out the sewers? Did he know the right way to get away? Because he knows where those pillars are buried. So I'm wondering what happened to Taniel. And yeah, it looks like it's gonna be pretty interesting. But my prediction is we're just gonna focus a whole lot on Mrs. Kirsch, because we got to talk about her relationship with the black man, with Ronnie's dad. We have to talk about how they're gonna help Ronnie's dad, because they're looking for Hank right now. We got what's gonna happen at the juke joint. We got the flashback of Pennywise when he wasn't in makeup, which was what Mr. Gray. And I think that we're going to focus a whole lot on who Mrs. Kirsch is. So I'll see you tonight. Y'all take care of yourself and each other. Like the video, consider subscribing, and I can't wait to talk about it. Bye.